Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. So for today's video, I have quite a fun one, and I'm going to try and keep the intro as short as I can, but I do need to explain it just a little bit. So basically, for today's video, I wanted to do a fun one for reaching 500 subscribers. So I decided to do a challenge, and basically I let a random number generator wheel type app choose my makeup. And the way I have done this is basically I added up every single item in every single different category in my makeup collection, and I put all of them numbers into like a randomizer wheel, and then I have obviously rolled a number, and then I basically counted each product in order of how it is laid out in my makeup collection to randomize it as much as I can, if that makes sense. So basically I let a randomizer wheel pick my makeup. Basically, I did film myself rolling the numbers. I didn't film myself picking the makeup products out of my makeup collection just because I didn't want the video to be too long, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to edit this yet. But yeah, you'll just have to trust me on that. I feel like you'll know when I pull certain products out, so yeah, I guess if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and let's just get into the video. So it is the day prior to filming this video, and this is when I'm going to pick all of my random numbers and get the makeup sorted for tomorrow, so that hopefully it will flow a bit better. But basically the way that I'm going to pick this random number out is I'm using a randomizer wheel app, and then basically whichever number comes up, the way that my makeup is laid out in my makeup collection, I'm literally just going to count how they're laid out, if that makes sense. So I'm just literally going to go in order. So first up we have primer, and I have already counted everything, so it's all ready to go. So let's just tap this wheel and see. Okay, so don't know whether you can see that, but that is number 6. So the 6th primer in my collection. Okie dokie. Now for brows. Oh, literally number 1. Concealer. 3. Foundation. 3 again. Cream bronzer. Oh my god, 3 again. Cream blush. 2. For powder we got 5. Bronzer we got 4. Blush is 5. So for highlighter, I'm not including my palettes because I honestly couldn't be bothered to count through every single highlighter in my palettes as well. So this is just going to be single highlighters. Nice and easy. We got 2. Setting spray, again, we got 2. Lip liner was 10. 16 for lipstick. That is including both bullet and liquid lipsticks. 8 for lip gloss. So then last up is eyeshadow, and once I've picked the eyeshadow palette, I am then going to count how many eyeshadows are in the palette and randomise 3 different eyeshadow shades, I think. So it's going to be my 5th eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to randomise 3 different shades from my palette that I've chosen, but no spoilers, you'll find out in the actual video. So the first shade is 15. Oh. And 14. Oh my god, these are all very close together. And 12. So there we go. There's all of my random numbers generated. So I'm going to go get all this makeup, put it all together, all ready for tomorrow's video. But for you, it'll be ready in just a second. So I'll give you a little sneak peek, I guess. Here's all of my makeup already chosen so that you know. Whoop, that's what you're getting. No more than that. So all my makeup is already chosen, so let's just get straight into it. I'm going to start off with brows. If I can find the brow product, that would be fantastic. So for brows, I can't remember the numbers that I pulled, but there will be clips in here. But for brows, I ended up getting the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara, and I have the shade 5 Chocolatey, and I'm kind of glad I just got a brow gel, to be honest, because this makes doing my brows hella easy. So I'm just going to pull my mirror in here and just fill in some brows. Actually, I'll probably do it here, and I should probably zoom you guys in a bit. Let me zoom you in. I haven't used the eyebrow gel a lot, but I actually quite like it. It's supposed to have fibres in it. I can't say I notice it making my brows look any fuller, but I do really like the colour of it. It doesn't really hold my eyebrow hairs in place, I've noticed, but I actually like it just for a quick, like, slap it on kind of a product. Like if I was doing like a no makeup look, I love this brow gel. So then I want to do eyeshadow next, so I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows and stuff with concealer. I'm gonna cut this bit out, but I will show you guys the concealer that I'm using because carving out eyebrows is a bit boring to watch, but I'll show you what I poured. The concealer that I've poured is the PS My Perfect Colour Liquid Concealer Medium Coverage. Now I actually like this mascara for under my eyes, but it's not my favourite for carving out my eyebrows and using as like an eyeshadow base. So I guess we'll see how this goes. So I'm just going to quickly carve out my eyebrows and then I'll be straight back. So the random eyeshadow palette that I pulled was the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. Now I just want to quickly say I don't actually support Jeffree Star anymore, but I do still have some of his like makeup items in my collection because I've already brought them. So me throwing them in the bin isn't going to make a whole ton of difference. So I'm just kind of trying to use these products up gradually as I, you know, use them. So I also randomly generated 3 shades for this, and the shades that I got are actually quite scary. So I got Root Canal, Cherry Soda, and Fresh Meat. Now Root Canal I am petrified of. I don't even know how I'm going to use this. But we're just going to wing it. So let's just have fun and see what happens. Wish me luck, guys, I guess. So let me just quickly make sure I have no creases on my lid. This is going to be a very dark look, I'm slowly starting to realise. So I think I'm going to go in with Fresh Meat first. I think I'm going to go... I'm petrified. So I'm going to go in with Fresh Meat first. I should probably zoom you guys back in, right? So I think I'm just going to start by packing this on my outer corner. This shade has a little bit of a purpley tone to it anyway, so I'm hoping this is going to help tie in Root Canal. The problem I've got is I can't really blend these shades out with anything because I didn't really pull a shade to blend out with. So love that for me. And then I think I'm going to take Cherry Soda. And I think I'm just going to run this kind of through my crease because this is the lightest. Well, it's not the lightest shade, but I feel like it's the only shade that would work in the crease, sort of. I really, really don't want to build this colour up too much, but I still want there to be pigment there. I don't know how I'm going to make this look nice without using a like transition-y type shade. And then I'm gonna take, I'm so scared of this shade. I feel like I need like a brush like this maybe actually. Okay, this could go awful, but now I'm gonna take Root Canal and I'm gonna try and use it on my inner corner like area to brighten up this area. This could go completely wrong and be a flop, but I don't know what else to do with this shade. So let's just see what happens. I might have needed to put down a little bit of concealer. Do you know what? I don't hate this. It's not my favourite look, but I don't hate it. I feel like this would have looked better if I had cut the crease, but I knew that concealer wouldn't cover the red. It just doesn't have enough coverage. Okay, I'm going to leave that like this for now. Just go back in with my previous brushes to start blending stuff out. So I'm going to go in with the Cherry Cola Shade brush first. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I feel like I'm going to lose that purple quite quickly. Then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Fresh Meat brush just to blend these edges a tiny bit. And then, just because I am going to lose this pigment, I'm going to try and carefully place this where I want it. I think that's fine. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a kind of dense fluffy brush with absolutely no shadow on at all. And I'm going to blend these outer edges as best as I can and just see what I can do without a transition shade. This shouldn't go too horribly. If I had a transition shade, it would work a lot better. Not too bad, actually. So now I'm just going to quickly do the other eye, then I'll clean them both up and I'll show you what they're looking like when they're completely finished. Okay, so this is what I came up with. It's not my favourite, it is so dramatic and I feel like I need a pair of lashes, but I didn't randomise a pair of lashes, so that's not going to happen. So yeah, anyway, that is eyeshadow done. So I'm not in love with it, like I said, so let's just move on to skin, because I actually rolled some exciting skin products that I'm excited to use, so let's get into it. So for primer, I got the Hydra Veil from Allarnah. I love the matte veil. I've only used the Hydra Veil like once, I believe. This is only a small like sample size, and I love like the consistency of it. It reminds me of my, oh, what is that primer called? The NYX, oh, what's it called? Is it Bear With Me Jelly Primer? I think that's what it's called. That is what it reminds me of. Obviously, NYX is the more affordable version. But it's just that super hydrating, yet tacky jelly primer. So I was actually kind of happy when this pulled out, because I don't know why, but I just don't use it very often. Even though the NYX Bear With Me Jelly Primer used to be like my favourite primer when it was in my collection, and then I put it in a project pan. I can't remember whether it was this year's project pan or last year's project pan, but I haven't been able to buy it back since, because I'm trying to use up some other stuff in my collection. So I don't know why I don't use this, because they're pretty much the same type of a primer. I feel like this eyeshadow look could be quite cool for like a witch or something for Halloween. You guys will have to let me know if you want to see like simple Halloween looks, because I never know whether you guys want to see that, because I like to see them, but I'll be honest, when I get ready for Halloween, I'm also like to just get my daughter ready, and unless we were going to like a party or something, I would like get myself ready properly, but I just do a little something on myself and take her trick-or-treating, and I go like all out on her makeup. My skin is loving that primer. I feel like I've just put quite a bit on, because my skin was just soaking it up, like literally lapping it up. But yeah, my skin feels nice and hydrated now. So now it's time for foundation, and the foundation that got chosen was the PS My Perfect Colour Perfect Finish Foundation, medium to full coverage, natural finish from Primark. And I used this recently in my testing Primark video and loved it. I hate the smell of it. The smell of this foundation is vile from what I can remember, but I love the look of the foundation on the skin. So I was actually kind of happy when I pulled this, because I was like, at least I've got a foundation that I like, and I know the Hydra Veil primer is good as well, so I'm hoping they work well together. This foundation goes on like super thick at first, and then when you've got it on and blended out, it just goes so far that it's so thin and just lovely on the skin. It's just a shame that it stinks. It literally smells like hairspray. Just going to move my mirror over here so I'm not looking to the side too much. But can you see what I mean? Like this foundation, like I've got a lot of blemishes on my face at the minute. I don't know what's happening, just hormones all over the place, apparently, because my skin hates me right now. But if you look at my skin, like you can still see all of my light blemishes kind of peeking through, but they're just covered and look less pout in your face. But my skin still looks like my skin but better, basically, which I love. I really like this foundation, and it's literally £2.50. I was so excited when I realised it was this foundation that the number landed on, because I was so excited to try it out again. And honestly, I want to use this foundation more. Like at the minute, I'm just using my Project Pan makeup at the minute, because it's getting to the end of the year, so I'm like really trying to use as much stuff up as possible. But I love this foundation. Like I love the way it looks. I actually really like the colour as well. I feel like the colour suits me quite nicely, which I'm kind of lucky with, because Primark's shade collection for, well, everything, but more so their foundation, concealer, all that kind of stuff, their shade range is trash, to be honest. They really need to sort that out. So I'm actually quite lucky that this shade matches me pretty spot on. Okay, so there is foundation done, and then I'm gonna move on to light cream and liquid bronzer now, and I'm so excited for these. So we're gonna start off with bronzer. So the bronzer that I got is actually a concealer. It's the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and this is the matte finish one, and mine is in the shade Deep Chestnut, and I did buy this a while ago to try it as a cream bronzer, but I just never tried it, so I guess we're gonna do it today. I think I'm just gonna do like one dot on either side and just see how pigmented it is, because I can move it around a little bit if it all goes wrong. So hopefully this is gonna go okay. Oh god, might have to use my sponge to blend this out. Yo, the coverage though, yo, I feel like it's too warm. Oh, I definitely took too much. I probably just needed one dot on my whole face. It might not be too warm once I like get the hang of how to use it and like how much to actually use, because I feel like I've definitely gone in with way too much there. I was so excited when I pulled this though, because I was just like, I really want to try it, and I've just not had an opportunity to try it yet. So when I saw that I pulled this, I was like, yo, I'm so excited to try this product. I've tried the concealer under my eyes, not a fan of it under my eyes. Just hoping it blends a bit nicer. In a minute, I think I'm just going to go in with my sponge and kind of try and dim this down a little bit, because obviously there's still going to be like a little bit of foundation left over on the sponge, and that will help to blend it out a little bit. Take a little bit underneath my nose. Yeah, I think I definitely just took too much. I think if I took a little bit less and worked it in slowly, maybe put a little bit on the brush rather than straight on my face, I feel like this would have actually been pretty decent, to be honest. Do you know what, guys? I'm actually not that mad at that. I think once I've powdered and I've got blush on and stuff, I think that will look okay. Hopefully it will look okay. Let's move on to blush. So the blush that was chosen is the MCO Beauty Cheek and Lip Tint in the shade Flamingo Pink. Again, another product that I've never tried and I keep meaning to try. This gives me the Glossier Cloud Paint vibes. Apparently I've got a tub of air because it won't come out. I'm excited to try it. I'm hoping it's going to work for me. The shade looks very, very intense, so I'm going to be very, very careful with it. But I have been excited to try this. I think I got this out of a glossy box, is how I got this product. I'm going to work this into the brush just so it's not too pigmented straight away. Oh, it feels hydrating. It feels like kind of like an oil almost. I like that colour, you know. Oh, I've not heard of this brand before. Oh, you guys seeing that? I feel like I've took it a bit too far in, but oh well. What else could possibly go wrong today? I feel like you'd need like a fair amount of product. Like once now that this is on my skin, like I'm not able to like blend this and then use the excess up here. Like it's not really coming off too much. Like it is a little bit, I can see it, but only slightly. I think I just need to pat this down a little bit here, just because I have took that way too far in. But that's my fault, that's not the blush's fault. But the blush itself, I really, really like. I'm going to have to use that a little bit more. I'll see how well it lasts today, if I wear this makeup all day, because I don't know. Or I'm going to wear this all day, it depends how it turns out. Okay, and now like the bronzer is starting to not look as crazy as well. Oh, I forgot to do some on my nose. It's like my favourite part. I can't forget that. I'm not gonna lie though, this cotton is literally pretty much air. Like this is the first time I've used it and I'm literally squeezing it all the way down to the bottom, so I don't know if it would last me very long. Oh, I love it. I actually really like that. I might have to get the Glossier Cloud Paints if that's what these are like. I've never heard of this brand before, so I don't even know if I can get this in the UK. If I can, I will link it. I will link all the products that I use down below if you can buy them online. Or if I can find like links to them in the UK, I will do that. I always link all the products I use if ever you're interested in the description. But yeah, if I can find this, I'll link it, because this product I really like. I'm looking very pink, but once we powder down, I'm thinking it's going to be fine, because it always dims down blush and stuff a bit anyway. Oh, I really like this blush. I need to use that more. So now for concealer, obviously you guys know I got the Primark liquid concealer, medium coverage concealer. So I'm just going to use this under my eyes. I like this for under my eyes, but the powder, well, we'll get to it. So let me just this concealer on, and I'm going to try and not put too much on, but I do need quite a bit because I want the coverage to be like there, because the eyes are so intense, and this is only a medium coverage. So I love this concealer for under my eyes, by the way. I've tried it with this foundation before as well, so I knew these two would work really well together. When I pulled both of them products, I was like, yes. I feel like I pulled some really nice products so far. I mean, I'm not so sure about the rest of this full face, but we'll get to it when we get there. Okay, so now the part that I've been the most nervous about. So it's time for powder. So I got the Essence Mattifying Compact Powder. Now, don't get it twisted. I actually like this powder. The problem is, I really don't know how this is going to work under my eyes. I'm very scared that this could ruin the whole look. So I'm going to take the smallest amount of powder, and I'm actually going to tap off. I'm going to reblend my under eyes, and I'm going to try my hardest to just apply a light amount of powder and just see how it goes. Because I know this concealer wears well. So if this creases under my eyes, it's the powder's fault. So here we go. Let's just try it out. It just doesn't feel like it's setting though. That's the only problem. Like I've got to put a bit more powder down because it's just not setting, sorry, that powder down. The concealer down. Okay, that feels kind of set, so I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm just going to quickly do the other eye. I just kept going in with really small amounts of powder at a time, so I'm going to leave it like that for now and just quickly set the rest of my face. Okay, so I just finished setting my face, and I will say I love that powder on my face, under my eyes. So far I'm not in love. It's just gonna start to go a bit crepey, and I can already see that. So it is what it is. I know that now. But on the rest of my face, it's a good powder. So the powder wasn't a letdown. It also wasn't a saviour, but never mind. Now it's time for setting spray. So the setting spray that got chosen was the Hyaluronic Fix Setting Spray from Revolution. It's a hydrating fixing spray. So let's spritz some of this on my face. I used to love this setting spray. I haven't used it in a hot minute though. Oh my god, that is more of an aggressive mist than I'm used to nowadays. Wow. So just whilst I wait for that to completely dry, next up we have bronzer, and this is a bit that I'm kind of the most nervous about because the bronzer that got chosen was the NYX No Filter Finishing Powder in the shade Golden. I don't even know if they still do these. I've had this for ages. Honestly, I was thinking about decluttering it because I've had it for so long. But basically, I've never used this as a bronzer. I've always used it as like a shimmery like bronzer topper is how I've used it. So I am very nervous about this product because I really don't know how it's going to go. Also, why am I so off to the side? That's better. So now that that setting spray is all set down, I'm just going to go over with my sponge like normal. Also, just quickly before I do my bronzer, I really like the way the concealer is looking now that I'm powdered and stuff. The concealer I use as bronzer, sorry. The blush I feel like I've kind of lost. Like I feel like you can still see it, but I do feel like I've kind of lost it. So I think that blush I either need to put more on and not be too scared of it, or it's just more so for like no makeup looks, which is fine because I always need liquid blushes for like different types of makeup looks, so that's fine. Let's stop stalling anyway and go in with this bronzer. Actually hella nervous like to do this because I don't want it to like, I actually kind of like this makeup look apart from the eyes. Like the eyes is the only bit I'm not too sure on, and this is shimmery. Like I've never used a shimmery bronzer just to bronze before, but here we go. I'm not obsessed with that colour. Oh god. Oh guys, I think this is where it goes downhill. I'm actually like just not even speaking because I don't know what to say. I am not in love with this. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The thing is as well, usually I'd be fine because I'd be like, yeah, I can save this with blush, but just wait. Let me just quickly bronze the tip of my nose and you'll see what I mean. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with. Let me just quickly pat this down because it's the wrong shade and I'm not in love. Oh my God, I thought I wasn't recording my audio then. I think I'd have cried. Even though, to be fair, I didn't say anything throughout that whole section almost. Okay, so now for blush. Now I'm going to have to be careful because the blush that I have chosen is one that I do like. It's the Revolution Blusher Reloaded in the shade Coral Dream. And I don't know whether you guys can tell, but this is a bright, very pink, almost red blush. And this is definitely not made for my skin tone, by the way. It looked a lot paler on the picture when I brought it originally. But I can use this when I'm tanned, and I can use it when I'm like pale, like now, if I use it lightly, which means I can't save this bronzer. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna just, yeah, I'm gonna tap off, do a bit on my hand first, and just see what happens. I'm so scared. Oh my God, I'm gonna look like a beetroot, aren't I, today? And the eyes are so red and pink as well. Actually, hang on. There might be hope. Hang on. Oh shit, I forgot to wipe that off on my hand first. It's okay. We've got a cold nose. Try and blend it a little bit down the sides. We're just really cold. Our nose is really cold. The back of my hand looks bruised because I've tried to blend most of it on my hand. I mean, I don't think this actually looks bad. I feel like I look sunburnt, but I don't feel like it looks too bad. And maybe throughout the day, when it starts to naturally dull down. Okay, no, I do look sunburnt, don't I? Okay. Okay. Maybe when it starts to wear down throughout the day, I will stop looking like I don't know what sun cream is. Maybe this sponge can save me, actually. Maybe we can dim this down. Can we? I don't know. I don't know if I can save this makeup look. I am like beating my face up with this sponge right now, by the way. I'm like not being gentle in the slightest. I feel like I look like I'm really sunburned. On camera, it even looks worse, to be honest. Okay, anyway, I'm going to move on to highlighter. And the highlighter that I've got is one that I actually tried to pan a while ago. So it's the Balm Mary Luminizer, which is definitely an OG highlighter for the beauty community. So hopefully this can, I don't know what this could do, to be honest. I don't think there's any saving this makeup look now. It's pretty though. A very pretty highlighter. Do you know what I look like right now? I look like I absolutely love berry tones. That is literally what I look like right now. Oh dear. I look like I've just found like pinky purple shades and I'm like just living my best life with them. So, love that for me. Okay. Oh God. So now I'm just going to quickly set my face. Actually, no, I'm not going to set my face. I'm just going to quickly take this brush with no extra blush on it at all. And I'm just going to use it to blend the blush and the highlight kind of together. Now I'm going to go in with a setting spray. Okay, so then I have just realised, now that I'm looking in this basket at the products that I have left, I never rolled a mascara. Now mascara is pretty boring anyway. All of my mascaras pretty much do the same thing. So I'm just going to pick a mascara, do my mascara, and then we'll be back for lips. So sorry, I'm kind of cheating with this one a little bit, but to be honest, mascara isn't really going to show up on my eyes too much anyway, because look at them. They're so intense. So yeah, I'm going to quickly pick a mascara, do a mascara, then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm back and obviously I have my lip liner on. I did just film a clip of me doing it, but my memory card corrupted, so the file hasn't saved. So I'm so sorry, like genuinely. But the lip liner that I got is an old Primark lip liner. So it's the PS lip liner in the shade Midnight. And before my camera rudely cut me off, I was literally saying I literally kept this lip liner for Halloween and to look like a witch, or, you know, it's just a perfect like lip shade for kind of Halloween looks. And I said earlier that I could easily look like a witch with this eyeshadow. So maybe that's just a vibe that I'm going for. I'm just getting in the Halloween vibe. But now I'm going to move on to lipstick. And the lipstick that got chosen, oh boy, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Maude lipstick. I don't really use this lipstick too much anymore because I'm not the biggest fan of like liquid lipsticks. But I don't know how this is going to go on this lip. So let's just go for it and see what happens. Oh my god, this lip is dark. Yo, it's so dark. Okay, I'm just gonna let this sit and dry for a minute. Whilst I do, let me show you the gloss that I chose. It's a very boring gloss. It's one that I actually really like. And it's really not going to change the appearance of these lips. So it's the Essence Juicy Balm Lip Gloss in the shade Lovely Raspberry. And like I said, I love this lip gloss. So let's just go for it. I can't believe how dark my lips look right now. They literally look black. Like, here we go. That liquid lipstick is starting to dry my lips out so quickly. I just don't know why I even buy liquid lipsticks. Do I put this straight on my... I'll just clean it. Let's just go straight. Okay. Those are the glossiest lips I've ever seen. Like, I literally look like I've got just black paint on my lips right now. Okay, let's conclude this video. Unless Kane is coming upstairs. Oh, are you coming in here? Yeah, you might as well come in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I said? I said I'm going for a witch. Like, look at my eyeshadow.
What the fuck's the lipstick?
It's this lip liner.
It definitely matches your fucking eyeshadow.
Do you think that matches my eyeshadow? It looks black. On the camera, it literally looks black.
It looks like you've had a fucking chin mask on or something. You've been in the sun way too long.
Do you think I could do the school run?
Yeah, could you fuck?
Not being seen with you.
What do you mean? This is going to be my daytime glam. Kane's not a fan then. I actually don't even know how to end this video. Okay, so this is the finished look of a randomizer wheel picking my makeup. I don't even know how to end this video. Like, I just keep looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm like, am I sure that I want to put this on YouTube? It was a lot of fun. You'll have to let me know if you want me to do it again. It was going so well until the blush and the bronzer. Honestly, the eyeshadow too, but the blush and the bronzer is where this went wrong. And this lip, this dark black looking lip. Like, I'm not leaving this makeup on, I'm taking it straight off, so have a good look. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below of any other challenges that you want me to do, or any other just videos in general. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss when I post new videos every Monday and Saturday. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for helping me reach 500 subscribers, and I will see you hopefully looking a lot better in the next one. Bye guys. Oh my god, oh my god is all I have to say.